Yo, what is up, everybody? I am the last man standing, and today I have another episode of Star Wars Battlefront news and speculation, and most of this is actually news. Not a lot of it is really speculation in this video, so most of the stuff that you're about to hear is totally true. Now, the topic for today is future content for Star Wars Battlefront, and this would mainly include the Season Pass. And some of this news will be good, some of this news will be bad, and some of it will be speculation, and some of it will be absolutely 100% true. And I'll let you know what is true and what is just speculation so you guys can actually know what is really happening. So I'm going to start with the bad news and then move on into the good news, just so that the good news can cheer you up. So the bad news is that we will not be getting any Clone Wars era or Force Awakens era DLC whatsoever in Star Wars Battlefront, whether it be free, whether it be paid, whether it be part of the Season Pass, any of that. We are not going to get any other era content besides the Galactic Civil War, or also known as the original trilogy era. So Stormtroopers versus Rebels is all that we're going to be getting. No clones, no First Order, none of that. And to me, that is a pretty big downer, as there's a lot of really awesome battles in the prequel trilogy and in the Clone Wars that I'd really love to see in Battlefront. So there's still a possibility that Battlefront 2 will be Clone Wars era or the Force Awakens era, but as of right now, we have no idea, but it will definitely not be in this game. So that's it for the bad news. Now let's move on into some good news. Now, we do know for sure that there'll be more Tatooine maps, and Tatooine is probably my favorite planet in this entire game. Just like the look and feel of it is pretty cool, but the maps are not my favorite. And getting some more variety in Star Wars Battlefront would be pretty nice, especially with the maps that we have. I know that a lot of the Tatooine maps are based on like a homestead sort of feel, but I would love like a Mos Eisley. That'd be pretty cool. I'd love to see something like that, but we do know for sure that there will be more Tatooine maps, which makes me wonder, are they also going to make a few more Hoth, Solus, and Endor maps? And we also know they're going to be adding more planets in the future DLCs, whether free or paid, which is pretty cool. It has also been confirmed that we'll be getting some more new heroes and villains to play as in the future DLCs, such as the Season Pass and other free DLCs, although we are not sure who exactly we're going to be getting. Although Chewbacca's player model is actually existent in the game, and there is actually some voice acting for Chewbacca already in the game, because if you look inside the cockpit of the Millennium Falcon, you can actually see there's a Chewbacca in there next to Han Solo, and sometimes when you do certain maneuvers as the Millennium Falcon, you can hear Chewbacca's roar. So there's already a little bit of Chewbacca in the game, so it'd be pretty easy just to implement Chewbacca into the game already, since they already have some of the stuff covered for him. And another hero they could easily have in the game, or already have scheduled for the game in a DLC in the future, is Yoda, because Yoda's voice work is already in the game. People have been able to find Yoda's voice work. In the credits, there's a guy who is listed as acting as Yoda's voice, and there is no Yoda in the game currently, which makes me wonder, is there going to be a Yoda in the future DLCs of this game? And quite possibly there very well could be. DICE has also confirmed that there will be more single player content coming out soon, and that there will also be more game modes. And they've also confirmed that they are currently working on an instant action game mode, much like the original Battlefront had, where basically you play against a bunch of AI and you just go around slaughtering the enemy team. And it's basically like the big multiplayer maps, but with AI. Something that I'd really like playing, although I probably wouldn't play it as much as the normal multiplayer. I would love to play it just for the nostalgia of the original two Battlefronts. And if you're really bummed about the lack of Clone Wars and Force Awakens, or I should just say the absence of Clone Wars and Force Awakens DLC or content in this game, do not fear, because there may still be hope for you, as DICE has recently done a survey asking players how much they would love to see some prequel DLC or content in the game, or even some Force Awakens content in the game. And they've also asked some questions on how realistic they want this game to get to the actual movies. They asked questions such as, would you mind if Han Solo and Anakin Skywalker were fighting in the same match? Just certain things like that, and that makes me wonder, are they actually thinking about doing some prequel or Force Awakens DLC, or trying to mix up that content a little bit? Because the main goal for them is to appeal to the players. They want to give the players something that they would buy, something they would enjoy. And if the fan base is not just satisfied with original trilogy DLC and content, which it appears they aren't, the best decision to be made would to add some more content that either be Force Awakens or prequel or Clone Wars era. And it appears that's what they're actually thinking about doing by having this survey. It appears that they're really trying to test and see how far players want Battlefront to go, how realistic they want it to be, so that they can make a better game for the future. And it's interesting how we've had so little information on the Season Pass so far, which makes me wonder, what if they're not actually done with the Season Pass yet? What if some of the stuff, some of the content for the Season Pass is still up for grabs? Which makes me still have a little bit of hope that we could actually see some Clone Wars or Force Awakens era DLC or content in the game. So let me know if you think we may actually get some Clone Wars or Force Awakens era DLC in the future, and what maps or planets would you like to see implemented in the game down in the comments section below. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I post daily Star Wars Battlefront videos and the occasional Star Wars The Force Awakens video, so be sure to subscribe if you love that awesome stuff. And that's it for me. Peace, and may the Force be with you.